Gabisa is political analyst and co-chair of the International Oromo Lawyers Association and joins us now live from Ireland. Thank you for your time, Henok. Sanctions then last week and strong words from the UN on Monday, but that's not enough. What can the international community do about this?
Thank you so much for having me. What we see actually in Sudan is a total failure of a legal order, as well as a failure of a humanitarian order that has been in place for the last few years. The breakdown of the rule of law, the targeting of the civilians, as well as the starvation now, which is escalating, shows us that there is a limited attention to this matter, and that the enforcement action of the international community has become not holding the problem or not containing the problem in Sudan. So again, the international community has to find a way to do things differently from what they have been doing. The United Nations has to show some real enforcement action and has to force both sides to come to terms with the future of Sudan. Unless we redesign or regroup how to enforce the international action, the problem would continue to exist. The total failure and breach of humanitarian rules will continue to be seen, and at the end of the day, it's the civilians in Sudan who are suffering from this catastrophe.
Well, indeed, and it's been said for some time now that the Sudan Army and the RSF, the paramilitaries, are so evenly matched that neither side can get the upper hand, leading to the conflict going on and on. I mean, to what extent are both sides responsible for the humanitarian disaster?
It's very difficult to put a blame on one side and then vindicate the other. It takes two to tango. In this case, we see two powerful agents of the state who have been building themselves for the last 10 years before the war started in April of 2023. And if both of the groups or both of the state agents are presumed to have a stake in the nation or in the country, the responsibility would be put on both, and also the accountability would be required of both. It's very difficult to underwrite one group and then canonize the other. And I guess one of the total failure of the international legal or political order is that we've been in the process of canonizing one group and sermonizing the other while making an evil out of the other group. And I guess that has been one of the fault line of containing this problem in Sudan.
Yeah, and for some time, certainly towards the beginning of this conflict, the criticism of the international community was that the humanitarian crisis in Sudan was allowed to happen in the dark. That is to say, it wasn't getting the coverage that it deserved. Do you feel that is still the case?
Absolutely. I mean, the international community has, of course, issued statements, but there is no consequence. Sanction without any enforcement power. There is a redundant failure of peace talks. There is no unified pressure, whether that's political, economical, or diplomatic, coming from the international community. All of this can boil down to the existing competing geopolitical interests in the area that has weakened the force and the power of diplomacy, and this has contributed to the fact that the international community has forgotten and failed in Sudan. And this is not to give credit to different entities or media organizations that continue to cover Sudan, but compared to the disaster, the catastrophe that we are witnessing in Sudan, the attention has been limited, and even those attention that have been provided lack a serious consequential action. And I think United Nations as the unifying platform of this planet probably should do more than issuing statements.
Well, let's hope that that happens and happens quickly. Henok, thank you very much indeed for your analysis. Henok Gabisa there, co-chair of the International Oromo Lawyers Association.
Thank you.